Jai Srimanarayana. Namaste. Let us listen to the names from the 12th slokam of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam and let us observe the way they are connected to wellness. Vasuhu, the one who very lovingly resides with his devotees. What is the effect of someone who is highly knowledgeable, highly conscious, and highly experienced, residing lovingly with their loved ones who may have imperfections and lesser consciousness? Those with high level of sensitivity and maturity can see themselves and others with clarity and will know their own strengths and weaknesses. When attachment comes on our way, love can take a back seat. For example, if a mother sees some strengths in her child, when the child is not interested in using that strength, that mother can become very impatient and love then takes a back seat. It can work the other way also. When a mother gives so much freedom to her child, thinking that it is out of love, and she does not monitor and set boundaries, then too the child can suffer. It is for us to have the clarity and make a choice which promotes balance. It takes a lot to reside lovingly with our loved ones, giving the freedom when necessary, putting the boundaries when necessary, taking care of our own self, taking care of our loved ones. A practice tip: sit in meditation and reflect about your maturity, imperfections, and consciousness levels, and then reflect how you treat people with imperfections and lesser maturity levels and consciousness. Vasumanaha, the one who thinks of his devotees as treasure. How would be our actions towards someone whom we consider as treasure? What is a treasure? It is something that we can receive that gives us immense joy. We consider people as treasure when they give us knowledge and or love and care. Sometimes what someone gives we may not understand. Every teacher has his or her own way to pass on the knowledge. Some are strict and some are very considerate. In the case of the former, we may not consider them as a treasure when their strictness affects us. But if we are able to look beyond that and look at their intention, and when we realize that it is pure and we see that it benefits us immensely, then at a later point in life, they become treasure to us. How would we feel about them then? A practice tip: sit in meditation and reflect on all those in your life whom you consider as treasure and send gratitude to them. Satyaha, the one who fulfills the desires of his devotees. What is the implication of our desires getting fulfilled? Our desires getting fulfilled motivates us to desire more. If our desires are very self-oriented, then they getting fulfilled may benefit us in the short term but can create problem for others. On the other hand, if our desires are less of self, then they getting fulfilled benefits not only us but those around us also. A practice tip: sit in meditation and reflect on which desires of yourself you would like to be fulfilled and which desires that are more of self would you like to let go of. Samatma, the one who looks at all the devotees in the same way without any discrimination. What are the factors because of which discrimination can happen? Have you experienced discrimination, however small it may have been? Many times it can be perceived even when the other person did not intend discrimination. People's attachment to power, authority, their own ego, their loved ones, etc. can make them lose their awareness and that can then promote marginalization, oppression, and discrimination. On the other hand, those who feel powerless and who are submissive by nature, when they lose their awareness, they can find themselves becoming victims of discrimination as well. The key then is to raise our awareness. A practice tip: have a family circle time and let each one reflect on whether they exhibited any discriminatory behavior towards others and whether they perceived others' behaviors as discriminatory. It is important to note that talking about these amongst our own family members might be hard, and that is why we seek therapists' help. However, if we can, as a family, educate ourselves and train ourselves to be open to listening and talking, that will have a tremendous positive impact on all the members of the family. But if that is not available, then all the practices can be done at an individual level also. Sammitaha, the one who is submissive to his devotees. When is it possible to be submissive to someone who is less aware than us? We can be submissive towards those who seek help and are willing to listen. Some of the traits of a higher conscious being is also listening and at the core knowing that they are not just helping the other, but through that they are helping themselves too, and that creates humility and submissiveness. A practice tip: sit in meditation and reflect on areas of your submissive behaviors, both healthy and unhealthy. Samaha, the one who respects all the devotees in the same way without any discrimination. What does respect mean? What does it mean to give respect without any discrimination? The words love and respect can also be perceived differently. For me, true love is our nature, and so it is independent of anything or anyone else. Realized souls experienced true love. The worldly love can give us the flavor of the true love. We might remember our father or mother as loving us without any condition, but if they were not loving everyone else the same way as us, then the condition was that we were their children. I am sharing this so that we can become aware of the words we use. So, love is our nature. At the worldly level, for me, to respect someone, they need to exhibit certain appropriate behaviors, whereas for me to love someone, they need not. Respecting without any discrimination is recognizing that someone else's nature is also love and send them love irrespective of their worldly behavior and irrespective of the actions that I take to nourish myself. A practice tip: sit in meditation and reflect on what the words love and respect mean to you at the worldly interaction level and at the core level. Amoghaha, the one who maintains the relationship with his devotees and never lets it go. What does it take to maintain relationships? Maintaining relationships requires willingness to observe, listen, care, share, being aware, accept, forgive, setting boundaries, etc. Sometimes all this can happen naturally, and sometimes we need to put effort. Sometimes we fall into this trap that all these have to happen naturally, and if not, then we start questioning the relationship itself. All these can be learnt and practiced even when, due to some circumstances, these qualities are no longer accessible to us. A practice tip: bring to mind some of the relationships of yours where there is great understanding, trust, respect, and love. Reflect on your efforts to maintain it. Pundarikakshaha, the one who is like eyes to those who are in the Paramapadam called Pundarikam. What does it mean to be like eyes to someone? Eyes are medium to take inputs and also medium to express. When we see through the eyes of a higher conscious being, we gain great clarity. When a higher conscious being looks at us, we receive knowledge and love. A practice tip: reflect on the qualities that we must imbibe and elevate ourselves with to become like eyes to someone. Vrishakarma, the one whose actions are rooted in dharma, as he bestows blessings on us as well. Should our actions be rooted in dharma? If so, how do we understand our dharma? One is said to practice dharma when one's intention, thoughts, and actions reflect moral responsibility, righteous way of living that result in harmonious living with oneself, others, in the society, and the cosmos. Even though the words love, kindness, caring, and forgiveness are not used here, they are intrinsic part of harmony. The words responsibility and righteous way of living also point to one's duty. Understanding our dharma, swadharma, starts from reflecting on relationship with oneself, others, and the world. A practice tip: sit in meditation and reflect on who am I? Where am I? Where do I want to go? How do I want to go there? Who is guiding me? Am I listening? Am I traveling in the path that is harmonious? Vrishakritihi, the one who removes tapatraya and whose form is cool like nectar. Tapatraya are the sufferings from adhyatmika due to our own self, adibhauktika due to other people in the world, adidaivika due to unseen forces. How does our body respond to anger and irritation and to sadness in terms of energy and temperature? Have we observed what happens to our face, our heartbeat, our voice, and our overall body language when we get angry, irritated, or sad? Do we feel hot when angry? Do we feel disconnected when sad? If the mood impacts the body this way, then by working with the body, we can also influence our mood, and that is the basis for movement therapy. A practice tip: Shitali and Shitkari pranayam are recommended during summers. They can also be done to cool us down not only from the outside weather but also from the internal weather. Do try it next time. With this, we have completed 114 wellness tips for the 114 names that we have shared so far. Let us keep practicing and let us keep elevating ourselves. Thank you. Om Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.